What is going on, traders? Welcome back to the Traveling Trader. Happy Friday to you. Let us take a look at the market real quick. Market cap, we did hit over 300 bill. We're currently sitting at 302 bill. The Bitcoin dominance is rising slightly. It's at 58%. A few notable increases here. Ethereum, 7% over the last 24 hours. We sent a trade alert on Ethereum a while back. Bitcoin Cash up 6%. Another one we sent a trade alert for. Binance Coin is back again over $37. We bought the dip on Binance Coin when they announced that they were ceasing U.S. operations, at least in the interim after 90 days, where at that point they will then release an exchange that is for the U.S. only, U.S. version only, that includes KYC requirements, etc. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, yeah, well, it's just a no-brainer. Everything's going up. Well, yes, but do you know how to identify key support levels? Do you know how to identify key retracement levels, etc.? It's all about when you buy and not necessarily, seeing something rise and then jumping on it just randomly because it's up 7% or 6%. I did a video yesterday about, the difference between breakout trading and FOMOing. So if you look at BNB, for instance, you'll see that, there was a significant dip right around the announcement that it was going to come out with a U.S. only version of their exchanges, and it was going to cease for U.S. customers. It was going to cease operations on their main Binance exchange. There was a dip there. We spotted key support levels, bought at the dip, and now we're riding it up. And BNB, just as we speak, is up to $38. It was just at over 37 just a few seconds ago, and now we're at 38. So, if you want access to the trade alerts, link is in the description. The Diamond Traders and above also gives you access to the stock trade alerts, and we'll go over a few stocks in a second that I'm looking at. But why don't we take a look at Bitcoin's chart real quick? And there is a couple of key things that I wanted to point out here, right? I know that it's funny that you can look at the same chart almost every day and spot something different or something notable to discuss. And, that's just the nature of technical analysis. There are so many observations that you can make all across the board. And, for nerds like you and I mean, that's why this stuff is fun. So if you look at Bitcoin, hold up, I want to bring up the shorts here, and I'm bringing these up for a good reason. So this in the blue, these are the BTC USD shorts, right? If I just hide the moving averages real quick so they don't muddy up the chart, you'll see the blues, the shorts. Obviously, this is the price of Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is coming up on the 0.382 fib level. It just surpassed it, which is a key level. The next level up is 11,500 at the 0.5 fib level. But this right here in the magenta, this is a key resistance level. How do we identify this? Well, one of the simplest ways to identify support and resistance is previous historic key levels. And you see that back in May 2018, this was a resistance level for Bitcoin. Naturally, we're going to see some resistance here. And it is not a coincidence that shorts are rising right at this level. So there are potentially a bunch of shorts that are opening up at around this 9,800, 9,900 level because it has been identified as a key resistance going all the way back to May, and then further back to March. It hit this level a few times. And we know from technical analysis that the more a level gets tested, the stronger it becomes. Of course, it is inevitable that levels, both support and resistance, will eventually get broken. But until that happens, those levels can become extremely stubborn. Now, I don't think that that's going to be the case here. We might see a few days of us bouncing around here. But it's not necessary that we see a retracement. Now, this is the other thing I wanted to bring up. So if we take away the shorts for a second, if you look at Bitcoin, if you go all the way back to the bull rally, right? Once Bitcoin saw this retracement down to 5,800 here between November, the first week and second week of November, we went from about 7,400 to 5,800. We went all the way to 20K without a key retracement. That is insane. We went from 5,800 to 20,000 without a key correction or a major correction. And how I define a major correction, I'm just going to say 20% or more. Without a major correction of 20% or more, there was between the first and second week of December, we did see a drop of about 13%, but nothing near 20%. So this notion that we need to see a major correction before another leg up is not necessary, right? We saw, again, there was a key retracement, a key correction of 20% here in November, when we went from 7,400 to 5,800. That's around 21% drop, but we haven't seen anything since until to 20K. So if you're asking, can we go from where we are here to 20K directly without a major correction? Yes, we've done it. It's happened. So of course it's possible, right? The best predictor of future events is past behavior. So of course it's possible to do that. So do I think we'll see a major correction until then? It's possible that we don't, based on the momentum, based on the volume, based on the hysteria, especially if we close above 10K. I think if we close above 10K, then all bets are off, right? It's funny because my long-term outlook for Bitcoin, if you go back to all the videos that I did earlier in the year, my long-term outlook for Bitcoin was 10,000. That was my 2019 target. And we're damn near close to that. So, just to show you that technical analysis is not great at predictions. It's not a prediction game. It's just identifying key levels to allow you to maneuver within the charts and make, potentially optimal trades and know where to enter and to exit, etc. Again, if you want access to the trade alerts, link is in the description. So that is my Bitcoin take, is that we could essentially go from 9,800 to 20,000 unabated. It could definitely happen. Now, what I think will happen here at 9,800, the reason that I don't think we'll spend so much time here at 9,800, again, we might spend a few days here, but the reason that I don't think we'll spend so much time here is because of the Bitcoin shorts are rising, but we're also seeing a rising MACD, a rising RSI, a rising on balance volume. So momentum and cumulative volume are rising, as well as the shorts are rising. And what happens here? Well, what could happen here is that if momentum keeps pushing the price up, we'll see a short squeeze at this level. And a short squeeze at this level would obviously propel us to ostensibly 10K. And again, if we close above 10K, then all bets are off. So that's why I don't think we'll spend so much time here. My long-term outlook for Bitcoin is still bullish, has been bullish in 2019, continues to be bullish, and I don't think we'll spend so much time at the 9,800 level before another rally up. Now, in terms of the general markets, this is an awkward time. I've never really seen where all of the markets all across the board are really in confluence. So Bitcoin is up. Obviously, that means that the cryptocurrency market is up. We're nearing 300 billion, or we're over 300 billion, a market cap that we haven't been in over a year. Gold is up. You see this jump. This is GLD, which is the Spider Gold Trust, based on the price of the gold per ounce. You see that this is up. You see this big jump between yesterday's candle and the day before. There's this huge gap here. You look at the price of crude oil. The price of crude oil has shot up, and this is UWT, which is an ETF based on crude oil. This is one that's been a major moneymaker for us in 2019, playing the swings on this nicely. You look at the S&P. I did an analysis yesterday on TradingView. Follow me on TradingView if you haven't, by the way. I'll put that link in the description, but I did an analysis yesterday on TradingView saying that we might be on the cusp of a fractal, a repeating pattern. This is, between, let me just change this to the light color. Whoa, I probably got hella whiter on the screen. Just magically, I became white. So you look at the potential of a fractal here on the S&P. This is between 2015 and 2016. We saw an initial test of stubborn resistance, followed by an inverse head and shoulders. The head of the S&P hit the 200-day moving average, same as seen here. And then we broke out of key resistance, came back to retest it as support, and then finally broke out to new highs. That essentially is what could happen here, especially with the news that, we might be on the cusp of positive trade talks with China. But yeah, I've never seen it all across the board where crypto, gold, oil and the stock market are all of those markets are mooning at the same time. That is it for this video. If you have a comment or a question, leave it in the comment section below. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want access to the trade alerts, link is in the description. We're up 600% on BNB on the year. We're up 350% or so on Litecoin, and the list goes on. The portfolio for 2019 is looking amazing, and that is aside from the stocks and ETFs that we've been trading as well. If you need help with your technical analysis and would like one-on-one coaching with me, I take a maximum of 10 students a month. That usually caps out pretty quick, so get in touch with me on the Discord or leave a comment down below if you're interested in that. Stay safe out there, traders. Peace.